I'm Pastor Shauen and Trump, the Regional Director for Africa for the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. In LCMS International Mission, we spread the gospel, plant Lutheran churches, train church workers, and show mercy. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your prayers, your encouragement, and your support. It is you, the members and the congregations of the LCMS, that make this work possible. Thank you from our family, from our office here in Nairobi, from the mission work happening across the continent, and from all of the partners that we have in 35 different congregations and church bodies and countries across Africa. I'll give you a little update of what's been happening recently here in Africa. I was recently meeting with other people who were supportive of the Francophone work across the continent. So we met with the Synod of France, Lutheran Heritage Foundation, Lutheran Hour Ministries France, David Summers, who's in Canada and Quebec, and we together gathered and talked about the routes to ordination, how to prepare pastors for French-speaking countries. Right now, the only French-speaking conservative confessional seminaries in the Lutheran tradition are in Africa. There are 3 seminaries that are French-speaking seminaries. There is no other route to ordination for the Synod of France, Quebec, or Haiti. So right now, we are providing theological education and the forming of pastors that's fundamental and foundational to the expansion of the church in a great number of countries, including Europe, Latin America, and North America. We recently had some partners consultations, or foros. Our first one was in Malawi, a great partner of ours in the Confessional Lutheran Church Malawi Synod, where we talked about the expansion of the church. That church body has now grown so large they need to divide into districts or dioceses, and they just did that over the last couple months and elected new leaders for each of those districts. We also had a partners meeting in South Africa with the Lutheran Theological Seminary and learned about their plans and their preparations. And the good news out of the seminary there is that for the first time they have gained a full accreditation from the government of South Africa. This will allow them to continue to expand their reach, invite students from other countries who were not able to come because of that missing accreditation. They'll be able to continue to support the formation of pastors for congregations across the continent. And that's important to our work. Most pastors in Africa are overseeing between 5 and 15 congregations each. And so our greatest request from our partners is for pastors, more church workers to meet the needs in those congregations. We have upcoming partners meetings as well. We'll be hosting a partners meeting for Eritrea here in Nairobi in the spring, and then we'll have a partners meeting for Rwanda. Both of those are places where ministry is exceptionally difficult. In Rwanda, the church body, the Lutheran Mission in Africa, Synod of Thousand Hills, has a great amount of difficulty meeting the requirements from the government to open their congregations. Those requirements keep changing. By gathering together the interested parties and supporters who are interested in working in Rwanda, we may be able to support the church in reopening congregations that have been closed for several years. Overall, in Africa, as I mentioned, seminaries are very important. We're right in the middle of the first term for most of the seminaries we work with. We work with over a dozen seminaries on this continent, including a couple of additional routes to ordination for places where it's very difficult to leave the country or seminaries are not established. So those seminaries are going well. We continue to see growth in the churches as a result of those pastors coming back from those seminaries and teaching in their own seminaries or planting new churches or supporting church plants. Personally, on the side of our family, we're doing well. My PhD work has been something that you've seen in newsletters over many years. That continues to progress. I have a proposal for my dissertation in that I should be able to defend this week. My wife, Krista, continues to do well. She's come up full-time with the mission now, supporting our grant administration and coordinating our special events. She now has taken over a great amount of work from our business manager, who's in the process of preparing for retirement. So she's active in granting to church bodies that we work with. We have over 50, somewhere between 50 and 100 grants every year to the church bodies that we work with. As for the kids, Josiah is doing very well. He's working on his Eagle Scout award right now. Elijah just placed bronze in the nationals for international school swimming for the breaststroke. Isaiah just turned 12 this weekend. Jeremiah is 7 years old and loving life. He was a little sick over the weekend, but still eager to go to school today. And Esther is in pre-kindergarten learning her letters and numbers, and so it's great joy to hear from her every day as she comes back to tell us all about the letter L, or whatever it might be that day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your loving compassion, for your kindness, for your encouragement, for your prayers, for everything you do to make the work here possible. The work here is awesome. Thank you.